15 minutes before the fire on Sadovaya, Korovyov and Behemoth invade Moscow's temple of foreign currency and appetite, the Torgsin store. Barred for bringing a cat, they argue, charm and force their way inside. Behemoth devours salmon, tangerines and chocolates until hysteria breaks loose. One spark from the primus turns luxury into moral fire, a store of greed transfigured into a carnival of ruin. Emerging from smoke, the pair stroll to the House of Griboyedov, home of Moscow's literary elite. They admire it with mock reverence, calling it a greenhouse for geniuses. Their visit, half pilgrimage and half parody, targets not faith but false art, jesters walking into the temple to expose its hollow prophets. At the veranda entrance, a clerk demands ID cards to prove they are writers. Dostoevsky never had an ID, protests Korovyov. Dostoevsky is immortal, adds Behemoth. Bureaucracy wrestles imagination and loses. Archibald Archibaldovich, the pirate manager, finally admits them, sanctifying blasphemy through professional courtesy. Inside, the devils dine like czars among whispering authors. Rumors of sorcery swirl, revolvers flash, the primus erupts into flame. In seconds, Griboyedov's restaurant, the shrine of Soviet art, becomes a pyre. Moscow's cultural heart collapses not under censorship, but under its own absurdity, laughing as it burns. As the fire consumes the house, Archibald Archibaldovich walks calmly away. 2 smoked sturgeons wrapped in newspaper beneath his arm. Neither saint nor heretic, he survives through grace of instinct. His poise amid destruction is the last gesture of order in a city redeemed by chaos. Bulgakov opens with consumer hysteria turned to ritual cleansing. The Torgsin, altar of Soviet greed, burns under the devil's gleeful anarchy. Their riot isn't sin, it's satire as exorcism. By setting appetite itself on fire, Bulgakov lets evil perform the work of purification that good has abandoned. Laughter becomes the match that lights moral renewal. The journey to Griboyedov House is a black mass of parody. Korovyov and Behemoth play pilgrims to a desecrated shrine, mocking the writers who have traded truth for position. Pineapples in a Hothouse distills Bulgakov's contempt for insulated mediocrity, art that flatters power instead of confronting it. Their laughter is both judgment and mourning for art's lost soul. Sofia Pavlovna's demand for identification turns the sublime act of creation into administrative absurdity, the duel of words. You are not Dostoevsky. How do you know? Is comic revelation. The age of paperwork has conquered the spirit. Bulgakov skewers a civilization where imagination needs a stamp and genius is measured by credentials. The devil's wit restores the sacred disorder of thought. The fire at Griboyedov's is apocalypse by laughter. Flames rise like punchlines, bullets pass through air, and farce becomes theology. Bulgakov fuses terror and hilarity until judgment itself seems absurd. The primus stove, the household object turned cosmic fuse, makes mockery the last surviving sacrament. In this burning theatre, only comedy tells the truth. Archibald's calm retreat, sturgeon underarm, is Bulgakov's emblem of worldly grace. He neither resists nor repents. He endures. In a universe where saints fail and sinners joke, the only virtue left is lucidity. Survival becomes a kind of salvation, the stoic pragmatism of a man who knows when to walk away from fire.